welcome to Biology Reward, and today we are discussing regarding Mendel's and his experiment. In previous topic we have discussed about some specific terminology regarding the inheritance and variation. So now we are discussing the chapter Principle of Inheritance and Variation, and our topic is Mendel and his experiment. Students, as we know, the Gregor John Mendel. This Gregor John Mendel, which is commonly we are using the word Mendel. So we have to understand the great personality and the great scientist who has given the law of inheritance. So this Mendel, regarding the Mendel history, he was born in 1822 in poor family. He was born in the poor farmer family and in Czechoslovakia. He was born in 1822. Then he worked as a priest and as a high school teacher in 1854. So in 1854 he worked as a priest as well as a high school teacher. Then up to the 19th century the work of the Mendels was ignored, and in 19th of century at the beginning, Hugo de Vries, Karl Correns, Hugo de Vries of Holland, Karl Correns of the Germany, and Bismarck of the Austria. These three scientists separately, they work as a principle worked by the Mendel. They have also worked on the same principle elucidated or explained by the Mendel. After the overall, all three scientists came in the same conclusion which earlier was given to the Mendel. So this Hugo de Vries of Holland, Karl Correns of the Germany, and Bismarck of the Austria, they rediscovered the Mendel's work. In 1822 he was born, and at the end of the 19th century the work of the Mendel was ignored. Work of the Mendel was unnoticed, and these are some specific reasons and causes of the failure of the Mendel, or why the work of the Mendels was ignored by the world level scientists, or why it was unnoticed. There are some reasons. Number one, the Mendel published his work in obscure journal. Obscure journal, it means local magazine. The communications was limited, and this communication information was not sent to the broad level. So the obscure journal, it means the information of the Mendel work was in the local level only, and that was the one reason he published the work in the local newspaper, and it was not spread across the country or other world. Another important part is, in that time the large number of the scientists, the world scientists, they were busy in the working on Darwin theory of the natural selection. So this was another second point. All world level scientists, they were busy in the Darwin theory of the natural selection. So they ignored the work of the Mendel in that time. Another third point was why the work of Mendel unnoticed, because in that time whatever idea Mendel has given regarding the inheritance, so his idea were ahead of his time. In that time this inheritance idea was ahead truth at that times, and cytological basis of heredity, this type of idea no one was knowing in that time, and so world level of scientists, they ignored the Mendel's work. Another important part is that first time the Mendel's used mathematics to explain the biological phenomenon, and it was very new concept. It was totally the new for world level of scientific. So correlations of the mathematics with the biological phenomenon, and this idea was totally new in that time of scientists, and due to this reason the work of the Mendel was unnoticed. Work of the Mendel was unnoticed, and these are the main reason of the failure of the Mendel. Number one, published the word in obscure journal. Number two, most of the scientists were busy in the Darwin theory, so they do not pay the attention to the Mendel. Third, it was cytological basis of heredity. In that time, no one was knowing regarding the concept. And fourth important part was mathematicals expression, mathematicals the formula were used for the expression of the biological phenomenon, and it was the totally new to the all scientists in that time. So nobody has given credit to the Mendel's work in that time. But ultimately the Mendel got the success after the rediscovery by the three scientists in 19th centuries, that rediscovery of the Mendel work, that Mendel got the success. So these are the main reason why do Mendel got success, or what are the reason behind the success of the Mendel. A reason for the success. Number one, study one trait at time. When Mendel started working with the pea plant, so he selected only one characters at a one time. So study of one characters or study of one trait at the one time, it was the first reason for the success. Second, he applied mathematical and statistical method. He applied the mathematical and statistical data for the explanation of the biological phenomenon. So this is the another important advantage and for the success. Third, he selected the 7 pairs of the characteristics. Contrasting character. He selected the 7 pair of contrasting character of pea plant. It means 14 selected true reading pea plants variety for the experiment. So 7 pair of contrasting character he has selected. It means 14 selected true breeding pea plant variety. Pure breeding or true breeding plant, it means that the plant which produces same kind of plant into the next generation, they are called the true breeding plant. So selection of true breeding plant and study only 7 pair of characteristics, it was the one another reason for the success. Next one, he repeated the experiment for many generations. So when he crossed the different type of plant, suppose tall plant and dark plant, tall plant and dark plant, and this type of cross he has done for the repeatedly for many time to reach to the conclusion. Another is that whatever influence come, whatever the different result come, he always avoided, eliminated not true breeding. It was the another main reason for the success. So anyone influences occur. If tall plant and short plants are crossed, so if intermediate plant is planted, he ignored. So when intermediate size of plants are formed, he ignored. It means that there he ignored and eliminated not true breeding plant. So main success, reason for success are, number one, he studied one trait at the time. He applied mathematical and statistical data for his experiment. He studied the 7 pair of contrasting characters. He selected 14 true breeding pea plant varieties and he repeated the experiment many generations. And last one, he avoided any kind of influence. Means eliminated not true breeding plant. So these are the main reason. And foresightness as well as the blessing of the God, these are another reason for the success of Mendel. One more reason is for the success of Mendel is selection of the pea plant for the experiment. Why did the Mendel selected the pea plant for his experiment? Many times the question comes in examination. Why did Mendel selected pea plant for his experiment? So this was also one reason for the success of Mendel, selection of the pea plant. Student, pea plant botanical name is Pisum sativum. Pea plant, or it is commonly known as garden pea, and garden pea or pea plant name is the Pisum sativum. Pisum is the genus and sativum is the species. So pea plant, what is the study materials used by the, what is the material used for the experiment? It is pea plant or Pisum sativum. So why did the Mendel selected pea plant for the experiment? Number one, pea plant were easily available and it was very easy to cultivate or grow. The pea plants are very easy to cultivate or to grow. Plants availability of the plant as well as easy to grow or cultivate. This was the one reason. Another, annual plant, because it is a seasonal plant, and this seasonal plant is an annual plant. It is matured in a one season only. So it is only annual plant and complete its lifespan in the short duration of the time. It may be 2 months, it may be 3 months, or it may be the 4 months. It means the short lifespan. Annual plant and short lifespan. This is the second reason for the selection of the pea plant. Another, the pea plant, the flower, they have the bisexual flower, hermaphrodite flower. Both male and female parts present in the flower. So this type of flower is called bisexual flower or hermaphrodite flower. Due to the hermaphrodite flower, here self-pollination is generally achieved as well as removal of the anther, cross-pollination can be also it can be achieved. So here flower, bisexual flower, then normally self-fertilization, but cross-pollination can be achieved. It means what? Due to the bisexual or hermaphrodite flower, normally self-pollination take place, self-fertilization take place, but if anther is removed, so there cross-pollination can be achieved. So here, easy to cultivate, short lifespan, it is annual plant, flower is a bisexual flower, it is possible self-fertilization as well as cross-pollination also. And very important thing is, pea plant is having many contrasting traits. It means opposite trait. Contrasting trait means some plants are the tall, some plants are the dwarf plant or short plant. Some seeds are the round and some seeds are wrinkled. Some flowers are the violet color and some flowers are the white color. So there are opposite traits, and this type of opposite traits are called contrasting traits. So these are the reason why did Mendel selected pea plant for his experiment. So many time question come from this side also. Why did Mendel selected pea plant? So easy to cultivate, short lifespan, and it is the annual plant. Flower is bisexual, self-fertilization and cross-pollination can be achieved, has many contrasting character, and so that the Mendel selected pea plant. Students, Pisum sativum are pea plant, I told you. In pea plant, Mendel emphasizes Mendel's work on the 7 pair of contrasting characters, 7 opposite characteristics, 7 pairs of contrasting traits. Now, here dominant traits and recessive traits. Previous chapter I discussed dominant trait means what? Are traits which appears in the hybrid. Are traits which appear in the F1 generation. The trait is called the dominant traits. And the trait which suppressed are hidden, do not express in hybrid, it is called a recessive trait. So 7 pairs of the trait. Suppose one of the trait is stem height is a character. In stem height, dominant trait is tall. Tall is a dominant trait. Dwarf, recessive trait. Flower color. In pea plant we are talking stem height. Dominant character is tall. Tallness is a dominant character. And recessive trait is short or dark. Darkness is a recessive character. Flower color, if you will see in pea plant, violet is dominant character and white is a recessive character. Flower position. In flower generally what happen? Flowers, 2 type of positions occur. Suppose this is one branch. In branch, this flower. These are the flower. So the flowers come this time and this continuously axis is growing. Axis continuously grow and flowers come from this side. So this is called the axial position of the flower. But in other diagram you will see this is the axis. A flower comes on the axis. If flower come here, it is terminated, then another axis. Now flowers come in this axis. Okay. So this type of position of the flower is called the terminal position. Here flowers come on the terminal apex part of the branch and here it is the axial position. So 2 type of position of flower. One dominant position is, dominant trait is axial and recessive trait is terminal. What do you mean by dominant and recessive? I told you traits which appear in the hybrid. In first generation is called dominant trait and recessive, it means it do not express in the hybrid. Suppose tall plant and short plants will crossed. If tall plant and dark plant are crossed, so F1 hybrid, what will be there? Tall plant. It means tall will express. Position I am talking, axial and terminal. Flowers are crossed. So in F1 hybrid, axial flowers will appear. So dominant trait is the axial. Here, pod shape. If you see the fruit part of this type of pea of the fruit part of the pea. So in this one pea, this structure is inside the pea. There you can see the seeds. So this structure of the pea, this structure of the tree is called the pod. Inflated pod. It means if you will see the pod is this like a pod, it is called the inflated. But if you will see the pod is this like and seed are inside this, so this pod is a constricted. So in pea plant, pod shape implanted is a dominant trait and recessive trait is constricted. Pod color of the pod. Green color is a dominant trait and yellow color is a recessive trait. Now seed say this type of seed. So pea seed are the round shape. The round seed is a dominant character, and if the seeds are this like, so if these seeds are this like, this seed is called the shrink like or wrinkle seed. So round seed is a dominant character in the pea plant, and wrinkle seed are the recessive character. And seed color now, yellow color of seed is a dominant character and green color of the seed is a recessive character. So we must remember that which characteristics are dominant and which characteristics are recessive. And this characteristic, which one character is dominant, which one is recessive, this is confirmed by the repeated experiment by the Mendel. So student at all, in this topic what we have concludes, what we have learned. First we have learned what is the history of Mendel. Second, why the Mendel work was unnoticed. Third, why did Mendel succeed at last. Another, why did Mendel selected pea plant for the experiment, and what is the biological name of or botanical name of pea plant, and 7 pair of contrasting character. So these 7 pair of contrasting character are very, very important for further classes. We will use which character is dominant and which character is recessive. So you must remember the 7 pair of contrasting characters for further understanding.